Good morning. In this video, I want to talk about the future of AI and lead generation. It's a very hot topic right now, especially with the emergence of tools that can seek to replicate the role of an SDR or producing meetings and all of this type of stuff. So it's exciting, right? I think the first thing that I'll say is that I'm very, very bullish on AI. I'm very bullish on the future, on tech, on innovation. It is simply a case of, you either get involved or you get left behind. And I'm a massive, massive advocate of the direction of travel that I'm seeing for the market. And I believe you should get excited too. Now, we've tested in-house a lot of different tools that are focused around this, heavily leaning on AI to completely automate the role of an SDR or to completely automate all of the various different aspects of a salesperson. And of course, here at Fetched, we're massive advocates of AI and we leverage it in as many components of what we do throughout our service and with our clients. Now, with that said, we've come to realize there are absolutely some use cases where AI is fantastic, for ideation, for potentially iterating, soundboarding ideas. But in our experience, it's absolutely not yet quite ready to replace the role of, say, an SDR or a salesperson completely end to end. It's not quite there yet. Now, we have messaging that talks to the replacement of the output of an SDR, because in reality, you can create client acquisition systems that can produce qualified sales leads, which is exactly what we do. So do get in touch if that's of interest to you. But in terms of replicating all of the various constituent parts of outreach, well-defined messaging, deliverability, infrastructure, data cleansing, all of these various different components, at least in our estimation, we find that in some of these aspects, it's really, really strong. But say, for example, creating best-in-class messaging, we found that there's still a bit of work to do. There's still a little bit of work to do to get these types of engines to where they need to be. And we've pretty much tested all of them. Now, with all of that said, I absolutely believe in the relatively near-term future that this will become the de facto and it will become the standard. And I do believe that the messaging will get there and all of the different components that I mentioned. But there's still a bit of time to go as these engines continue to mature. The likes of OpenAI continue to improve their offering and so many different services out there. So I'm really excited about where we're going. But I have found that there is still a need for human intervention, especially when it comes to code-friendly messaging, really getting that right, really getting that precise, understanding a customer's business end to end, and then creating messaging that can really translate on the open market. That for me still needs that human touch. But as mentioned, I do believe that we're not a million miles away from the future of lead generation being heavily centered around AI tools, AI best practices, AI weighted services. And of course, we'd like to say that we're leading the way as it relates to leveraging and augmenting lead generation type services with the best components of AI, but without just being completely hands-off and solely reliant on it without our expertise also in the mix. So again, if you could do with any benefit in just talking through this topic or getting some support in building a predictable client acquisition system, I'd love to have the conversation. Visit our website, fetched.ai, or drop me a message on LinkedIn and I'll be more than happy to help. I look forward to seeing you on the next video.